नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। जय सीताराम, जय सीताराम, जय सीताराम, जय श्री राम, जय बजरंगबली, जय हनुमान जी की। वेलकम बैक टू माय computer lecture series, Learning Computer with Seeing the Natural Beautiful Sights of Indian Village. Today in these topics, I would like to discuss about the some application sects of useful application software and from this you will be aware of the application software. So first in this application software which I would like to discuss is word processing package. So first see some and word processing package. There are many application software like word processing package, spreadsheet package, graphic package and personal assistant package, and each of these is available for multiple vendors. However, irrespective of vendors, their general features are more or less same. Only their mode of operation may vary from one vendor's package to another. Hence, in this chapter, we will mainly concentrate on general feature of the package rather than their mode of operation. So let's first discuss about in this series, in this lecture, the first application software is word processing package. So what is word processing package? We will come to know about it. The term word processing describes use of hardware and software to create, edit, format, view, store, retrieve and print documents. A word processing package enables us to do all these on a computer system. Now the commonly supported features in word processing package. Let's see one by one. First is entering text. This features allows a user to enter text with computer's keyboard. Every character typed on keyboard is displayed immediately on computer's screen. Word wrap feature of word processing software determines when current line is full and it automatically moves the text that follows to next line. Hence only time the user has to press enter key is at the end of paragraph. This feature is very useful for those having fast typing speed because they can enter text in their speed without the need to keep track of where to end a line. Now the second feature is editing text. This feature allows a user to make changes in an existing document. While editing, the user can use either insert mode or type over mode. In insert mode, when the user types new characters in the text, the package inserts that at cursor's position by moving characters to the right of cursor to make room for new characters. In type over mode, when the user types a new character, it replaces the existing character at cursor's position. While editing, the user can also delete unwanted text. She can delete few characters or words at a cursor position by using either delete key to delete characters to the right of cursor or backspace key to delete characters to the left of cursor. However, if the user wants to delete a block of text, say a few lines or a few sentences or an entire paragraph or page, he has to first highlight it with use of mouse or a combination of keys, and then press delete key to delete it all at once. Whenever the user deletes some text, the package automatically moves over the text following the deleted text to fill the space generated by the deletion. Text editing features also support cut and paste facility that allows the user to move a block of text from one place to another within a document or even between documents. Sometimes a user may need to use a block of text. Sometimes a user may need to use a block of text at several locations in a document or in several documents. In such situation, the user has to use a slightly modified version of this facility known as copy and paste facility, which copies a block of text at desired position but does not delete it from its original position. The next feature, that is formatting page style. From this feature allows a user to define page layout format for a document. Definition of a page layout format may include things such as Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Bajrangbali, Om Namah Shivaya. Default spacing between two lines such as single space, double space, etc. A space to be left or right, top and bottom page margins. Automatic numbering of page with page numbers styles such as 1, 2, 3 or 1 by 10, 2 by 10, 3 by 10 or etc. And page number position, top, center, top, left, right, bottom, center, bottom, left and right, etc. Automatic placement of header and footer labels on each page, such as header labels in this book. In this lecture, setting text in multiple columns on a single page. Multi-column option is used frequently in news letters and newspaper printing. Om Urja Devaya Namah. It is also possible to create and store multiple standard page format style called style sheets for different category of document like memos, letters, reports, books, etc. Most word processing software come with a few pre-stored style sheets. Basic idea is to save time and effort of recreating a page format every time a user has to create a new document. When a user creates new document, he simply chooses a style sheet from the list of pre-stored style sheets. Depending on his or her document type, all page format specification of the chosen style sheet apply automatically to the new document. The user can even modify a few specification of a style sheet that he wants to differently from the standard specification in the style sheet. In this way, a user can create a style sheet of her choice much faster than defining all format specification afresh. The beauty of a word processing package is that a user can change page format or specification as often as she needs. There is no need to retype a document if the user wants to print it with a different page format. For example, a user can convert a document prepared with multi-column page format to a single column page format by simply changing page format style. When a user prints a document, the package prints it according to the most recently chosen format specification. Now let's see the next feature, formatting text. This feature allows a user to format portions of text in document to improve its general appearance and readability. It normally includes things like selecting of an appropriate font. A font is a complete set of characters with same style and size. A word processing package comes with several standard fonts such as Times, Helvetica, Palatino, etc. A user may choose to apply different fonts to different portions of the same document. For example, chapter heading, section heading, and running text of book usually use 3 different fonts. A user should use a particular font in his document only if both word processing package and printer support that. Second, selection of an appropriate font size. A user may choose to apply different font size to different portions of the same document. For example, chapter heading, running text, and section heading of a document usually use 3 different font size. And the third point is selecting an appropriate font style. Commonly used font styles are italic, bold, and underline. We normally use them to highlight individual words, phrase, or portion of text in a document. And fourth one is selecting an appropriate justification. Justification is a alignment of text or left or right margin on both margins. If a user chooses left justification for some text or its part, the package aligns beginnings of lines of that part of text with the left margin of the page. This style is known as ragged right because ends of line at the right edge and whenever the last word ends. If a user chooses right justification for some text or its part, the package aligns ends of lines of that part of text with the right margin of the page. If a user chooses full justification for some text or its part, the package aligns all lines of that part of text properly with both left and right margins of the page. A word processing software accomplishes this by making micro adjustment of a space between words and sometimes even between characters on a line. If a user chooses center justification or choose a center justification for a line, the package places it at the center of line with equal spacing on both its left and right ends. Center justification is used commonly for titles or headings. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. Now the fifth point is indenting text appropriately wherever desired. Now we often use indentation at the beginning of a paragraph or to set aside some portion of text from the main text in the document or to enter text in tabular form. For indentation, we use tab stops which are predefined typically at every fourth or fifth character or at every half inch from the left margin of a page layout. Most word processing packages allow user to change or define new tab stop position. The tab key or keyboard allows user to move cursor to the next tab stop while entering text. And the last point, that is the sixth point, is creating numbered or bulleted list of items. Creating numbered or bulleted list of items. The feature allows a user to present descriptive items as a numbered or bulleted list for better comprehension and readability. Each item in the list has a separate number or a bullet or some other symbol attached to its beginning. The word processing software automatically inserts numbers or symbols as soon as the user presses enter key. And now entering mathematical symbols. Several scientific and engineering documents often use mathematical symbols. This feature allows user to enter complex mathematical equations using mathematical symbols. The next point is displaying documents. Now displaying a documents. Next feature is displaying a documents. This feature allows user to display content of a document on computer's monitor screen. For editing the displayed text, a user can move text cursor to desired position in the document. In case of a large document that cannot completely fit on the screen, the user can browse through the document by scrolling a line at a time, a screen at a time, or a page at a time by using suitable keys on keyboard. Based on this feature, word processing packages are of two types. One with WYSIWYG, abbreviation of what you see is what you get facility, and other one with ordinary text display facility. Word processing package with this facility can display a document in a form that closely resembles what printed document will look like. They employ high resolution graphics. On the other hand, word processing package with ordinary text display facility can display ordinary text only. Hence, embedded codes that a user has supplied for formatting a text are also displayed along with the document's content as ordinary text. That is, result of formatting is not visible on the screen and appears on a printed document only. However, such word processing package normally provide preview facility which permits the user to see what the document will look like when printed. Today, most word processing packages are WYSIWYG type, that is, what you see is what you get. Now the next feature is saving, retrieving and deleting documents. This feature allows user to save a document on a secondary storage and retrieve it later for reuse. When saving a document for the first time, the user must specify a file name for the document. The user later retrieves the document for reuse by specifying its file name. The user may remove the document permanently from secondary storage by deleting it when it is no more useful or when the user has created and saved its new version. When user is editing a document, he sees advised to save it at frequent intervals so that he does not lose the update in case of a power failure. Power failures wipes out all unsaved work. To take care of this problem, some word processing package offer an automatic save feature that saves the document automatically after every few minutes. The next feature we would like to talk is printing document. This feature allows a user to print a document on a printer. Almost all modern word processing packages and printers support the following printing facilities. Single-sided or double-sided printing. Single-sided printing prints only one side of a paper, while double-sided printing prints on both sides. Selective printing of a single page, a specific page, a range of pages, or the entire documents. Portrait and landscape mode of printing. In portrait mode, a parallel to the shorter edge of the paper, like in this book, whereas in landscape mode, the printed lines are parallel to the longer edge of the paper. Next, previewing a document before printing it. This facility shrinks down the page of a document so that its user can display an entire page or even facing pages of the document in almost the same form. It will appear when printed. This avoids wastage of paper by allowing the user to see on a screen how margin and other settings will appear finally in the document without having to print the documents first. The next feature is import text, graphic and image. This feature allows a user to import text, graphics and image from some other document into a document that the user is working on currently. It often helps in saving tremendous time and effort because a user needs to not spend time in creating a piece of text, diagram, image, graph that he can obtain easily from somewhere else. Many word processing packages also have document conversion facilities that enables conversion of an imported document into a document compatible with user's word processing package. Now the next feature is searching and replacing text string. From this feature, user can quickly search for occurrence of a specific word, phrase, or a group of characters in a document. For example, the user might have used the month December at several places in the document. If he wants to ensure that current month name appears instead of December at all places in the document, he can use search facility to do this quickly. In addition to this simple search capability, word processing package also supports search and replace facility. This facility enables a user to perform selective or global replacement of a specific word, phrase or group of characters with a new set of characters. For example, suppose a document contains a name Jai at several places. If its user realizes later that this is spelled wrongly and it should be Jaya instead of Jai, he can use search and replace facility to change all occurrences of Jai to Jaya in the document. Now the next feature is checking spelling. Most modern word processing pages come with an electronic dictionary and a spell checker to allow a user to ensure that his document does not contain any misspelled word. A spell checker compares every word in a document with pre-stored words in its electronic dictionary and alerts the user if it does not find a match. In such a situation, the spell checker highlights the word and waits for user's action. The user may choose to do either of the following. If the user does not know the correct spelling, he can ask the spell checker to display a list of words with similar spelling and then choose the correct word from the list. He can correct the spelling. and if the word is spelled correctly but has been highlighted simply because it is not present in the electronic dictionary, for example, names of companies, people, abbreviations, acronyms, etc., the user can instruct the spell checker to ignore the word or to add it to the dictionary. Unfortunately, spell checkers are not yet intelligent enough to check for improper use of correctly spelled words. For example, it will not flag from when the word should be from. Now, now checking grammar and style. Similar to a spell checker, some advanced word processing package come with a grammar checker that enables user to correct grammatical mistakes and use of improper writing styles in a document. Grammar checkers typically support the following feature: highlighting phrases with redundant words, highlighting use of double words, highlighting misuse of capital letters, highlighting text with subject and verb mismatch, highlighting punctuation errors, and highlighting sentences written in passive voice rather than active voice, etc. So from this I would like to complete this lecture, and so again I like to speak Jai Shri Ram, Jai Sitaram, Jai Bajrangbali, Jai Hanuman, Jai Hanuman, Jai Hanuman, Jai Bajrangbali, Jai Bajrangbali, Jai Bajrangbali, Jai Bajrangbali. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.